How are you?
How are you, everybody? Glad to see you here. We have almost a full house tonight. Jen G is expected back shortly, but we've got Nate. Hey, Nate, how are you?
Doing well, thank you.
We've got Blake. Hey, Blake.
Hey.
We've got Brian El Piperino. How are you doing, buddy?
Right, here it comes.
That's right. Special effects.
Yes, Jewish space lasers.
We've got Mark. How are you doing, Mark? And we've got our friend the locksmith. I love that.
It's not doing anything.
No, that doesn't do anything. Hope everybody's doing okay. Like we said, Jen was having some computer problems, but we expect her to be in shortly. We've got our man in the back room who is pushing buttons back there, and we will have a race this evening. We're going to be here for the next hour and a half or so. We've got Watches and Wonders talk. We've got mega unboxing coming courtesy of Nate. And maybe if Tariq can get on here as well, he may have an unboxing as well. So stay tuned for that. We'll get to your predictions from the chat. We'll get predictions from the folks on the panel. We'll get predictions from a whole bunch of news sources and whatever else we can come up with. First of all, let's find out what's on everybody's wrist this evening. Let's start off with Brian the Pipe. What's on the wrist this evening, my friend?
The Black Bay 58 GMT on the rubber.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I've been
wearing
really been wearing it since Sunday afternoon.
Wow.
Yeah.
We've got Mr. Blake Ray. What's on the wrist, buddy?
The Doxa Sub 300 on the rubber.
Ooh.
Hey, everybody's got their dive watch on the rubber except me tonight.
There you go.
We've got our boy Yiddish Gambino, pronounced Oy vey. What's on the wrist this evening?
I also am wearing a dive watch on rubber. I am wearing my Patek 6119G on a custom multicolored calf strap that I had made for me by one of the strap makers that I use in Vietnam.
Man, that is cool. That is cool. Jen G is back with us, and she's laughing at Nate. What's on the wrist this evening, ma'am?
Wearing my fossil.
Very cool.
Nice. As opposed to Mitch, who is a fossil.
The Watch Hangout age record, probably.
So we got Mitch up there. What's on the wrist tonight, Mitch?
It's Speedy Tuesday, so it's time for the White Speedy.
Woo! Yes, sir.
That's true, but again, all Speedmasters matter.
That's right. Speaking of Speedmasters, hey, Mark.
It's Tuesday. We are wearing the Super Racing Speedy.
All right.
Does it count if every day is Speedy Tuesday for Mark?
It could be.
It is. And, of course, it's Tuesday, so I'm wearing the Squally.
It's
Squally
Nice.
Tuesday. There you go. And we'll get my big face off of the full screen. We'll see who's get the watch back on the wrist here, and we'll see who's in the chat this evening. Let's see. We start off with Stefan, who is in bed by now, but from Germany. Breitling did a great job on the new top times, and we'll be talking about that in a minute. Wish everyone a nice stream. I'll be sleeping at 2 a.m. Greetings from Germany. We've got Perry in the house this evening, and we've got Vimal in the house this evening, along with AB. And, of course, we have the watch, the link pinned. We've got room for 2 more of you. So if you want to hop on and show us what you're wearing tonight as far as watches go, and talk about Watches and Wonders coming up, or the new Breitlings, or whatever else you want to talk about, We are here. We've got Time Panda in there. Welcome, welcome. We got Nerd with Swag. Hey, man, I hope you're doing okay tonight. We've got, of course, the Ghost of Yiddish Gambino is on the panel, but also reminds you to upvote. And the more you upvote, the faster you upvote, the faster we get to a mega unboxing. All right. We got Pocket Watch Time. Patrick, good evening, sir. Glad to see you in here. We've got Trap in there as well. And we've got Jay Giddy in there as well. And speaking of Time Panda, there he is. Two people are trying to put you on at the same time, and it's off and on and off and on. What's going on, man?
How's everybody doing tonight? How is everybody doing tonight?
Great, great, great. So what is on the wrist this evening, sir?
Just a little built GMT, Explorer 2 build that I didn't actually threw it on a leather strap. It makes me feel like Indiana Jones. I should be on like an archaeological dig or something. So I like it.
That watch belongs in a museum.
It does, I'm telling you.
I was just going to say, I can really dig that watch. Okay, that's enough of that.
I know that Ollie's just going to time you out now.
Yeah, well.
Wah, 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 wah.
So we were talking about somebody had mentioned the new Breitling, so let's take a look at it. Oops, there we go. This is of course, the new Top Time B31 with the new B31 movement. This is one of the colors they released. This is actually my favorite of the bunch, the blue with the white chapter ring. They also have a white dial with a baby blue chapter ring and a green dial with a black chapter ring. So what do you guys think about a Top Time with no chrono, just a sort of a date just look?
So what's so special about the B31 movement? I don't know.
It's brand new. This is the first time they've done the B31 movement. In-house, 3-hand, plus date.
Would that be 30 movements after they did the B01?
It could be. I don't know. But that's what it looked like.
Oh, pretty nicely finished.
It does look nice.
Yeah. In-house, chronometer certified.
Doesn't look like it has a full balance bridge, though, from that picture, at least from what I saw. So I don't know.
No, it was half, wasn't it?
No, it's got a whole balance bridge. It just the base of the balance bridge ties into the ring that goes basically around the.
No,
the
it's.
watch.
Are you saying it's just not going fully across?
Right.
It's a balance cock.
It's a balance cock, correct?
Yeah.
GMT will be here any minute now.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Wah.
You did that on purpose.
I'm not gonna say I do like the look of that. That's really clean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like the look of it too. It's a little pricey.
How much?
All Breitlings these days are pricey. $5,900.
Yeah, my only gripe with it is that it's worth half of that much.
And that's about what you'll get it for, and that's a Joma 40.
Yeah. What I want to know is, when they think about pricing, why do so many watch companies, are they wearing so many blinders and then are so into their own brand that they can't see when they're just really overpriced?
I don't know. That's a good question. What do you think, Blake?
I don't know how to respond. I mean, maybe.
Would you take this over an Aquaterra?
No.
Yeah, especially the new 41 mil Aquaterras and those with that dark black gloss or any of the colored ones. I mean,
this is a 38. I think the nice thing is they tried to make it a size that is unusual for Breitling to really put stock in. A lot of them are 40 and above. And so for them to drop down to 38, not just 39, they're going after a different market. I think to me, they're pivoting. They're pivoting because of the way that tag has picked up. And they're trying to figure out where the name brand is going to fit in the scheme of Universal Genève, tag, them, maybe a couple other, Galette came in. So we're going to see how all of this pans out. I think that they're just trying to feel their way through this, honestly.
I'd say that's well put, Jen.
Are you trying to say that they're wondering where their customers have went?
No, I don't think they wonder. They know where they went.
Okay.
It does make sense in the overall spectrum, because I'm got the Breitling site up here, and it seems like the entry door to most collections is around the 6K, like 5 and some change mark. So before that, if you're excluding the Chronomat collection, you've got around a 6K Navitimer, you've got around a 6K Super Ocean, and now you've got around a 6K Top Time. So in terms of like where they came up with the price, I don't have an answer, but it seems like they're just like 6K is the magic number if you want a Breitling, unless you're getting like the quartz one, the Endurance Pro or whatever. But
hey, those are at 5 now.
They're at 3,400.
3,400.
I wonder if they did it expecting dealers to throw a discount people's way.
The problem is that I don't know about Breitling specifically, but in my conversation with their ADs of various brands from which I used to get substantial discounts, that their margins have been narrowed by the manufacturers to the extent that they can't discount as much anymore.
It could be that they're just trying to go up market and fund, the Universal Genève acquisition. I don't know.
The point is that the secondary market has been telling them, or should be telling them, that the prices they're charging are not really being tolerated by the market.
They know.
I'm sure they know, but the fact that they're ignoring it is sort of bizarre.
Well, the question becomes, when you looked, I'm just thinking back to I forgot who it was, the Morgan Stanley, top 30 Swiss watchmakers. Breitling is still up there. They're still one of the top watchmakers. They have to be thinking to themselves, are we going to sell more by lowering the price of this that makes sense for us to do it, as compared to just continuing with our pricing strategy where we're higher than Tudor. Our price range is in that Omega price range, for lack of a better comparison, and that's sort of where they envisioned themselves, and they figure that they make the most money. I'll leave it to marketers and number crunchers smarter than me to figure that out.
So I have the Morgan Stanley report, and it looks like Breitling was number 9 in 2023. And it looks like, according to them, Breitling sold 178,000 units. So, I'm assuming that's at retail. So it's not stopping people from buying them, even though they've been nudging up in price, and they fall in the secondary. People still
and remember, Breitling is not a boutique brand. So Breitling's customer, for lack of a better description, is the AD. And if the ADs are still willing to pay the wholesale price, so whatever this is, less, maybe less 40% or 42%, without an issue, it's not like if they made double the watches, they would be, necessarily selling double that amount to their AD network.
Well, Breitling makes the ADs buy them. Like, you have to commit so much in inventory to Breitling, and then that's the reason why they end up for super cheap on the secondary, because people can't necessarily sell them at retail. So going back to this random number, it doesn't even really give us any real context. Just because they produced or sold that many units, how many of them ended up on the gray market is question number one. And then and how many of them are sold at retail? Question number two, or the retailers that are or the brand is demanding that retailers buy those units, right? So yeah.
I look at this one and I just say, I would be saying to somebody, how much are you asking for this $3,000 watch?
We want to thank Mitch, our man, the locksmith, Bonsoir, fellow watch addicts. $2 super chat. He is the first one in the race this evening. If you want to get into the race, there's several ways to do it. Obviously, super chat, member chat, join the channel, buy memberships or gift memberships to other folks out there. That'll all get you in the race. Along with, of course, if you join the channel, you also get in the WhatsApp group. And then we'll pick a couple of folks at the end who have been active in the chat. We want to welcome in East Wind Farms and, of course, our man, Mr. GMT. Did someone say GMT? Yes, we did.
That's right. Somebody said balance cock, and a GMT magically appears.
Wild GMT shows up.
You manifested him.
And we welcome Chalk in here. Evening all. Impressive panel. Thank you, sir. We appreciate you being there. And so that's the new Breitling. I think we've seen enough of that. I like the watch. I mean, I think it looks great, but I'm with you guys.
I hate the bracelet.
The price is a little woo, man.
I hate that cockeyed link bracelet thing that just messes with my ADD.
That's been my only pet peeve from the day I've started. Like, I cannot stand that bracelet for the life of me. That's the only thing that keeps me from buying it, honestly.
It's terrible. It just
it
looks like it's broken.
Yeah, it looks like it's broken. Looks like somebody was went to work a little half-cocked the next day.
Has anyone ever used the term balance cock to someone who is not a watch person?
Never noticed I said the word half-cock.
Yeah. I just love to see that, get like a candid camera reaction.
I do it on a regular day. I do it on a regular basis in court.
Yes, sir. Let me check and see how many upvotes we got. We do have a mega unboxing this evening. So let's get those upvotes in right now. We only have 24 upvotes and 47 of you watching. So let's go. Let's see if we can't get 40 to get started anyway.
We have a big unboxing.
Yeah, this is a big one. We're not messing around with this. It's a biggie. So you guys want to talk a little bit about
again,
go ahead, Nate.
Yeah, I just again will show you that it'll be a far better unboxing than the
Harlequin watch strap.
I purchased. I had to make my.
Uh-oh.
He's breaking up.
Oh,
he's entered the matrix.
He's turning into potato cam.
There you go.
Really?
A little bit better.
Okay.
Oh, no, you stop.
Yeah, that's weird. It's still showing me on screen without an issue. Okay.
You are on screen, but you're way out of focus for some reason.
That strap is so bad it broke the camera.
Too many colors.
I left a box of crayons in the back seat of the car one time, sat on it, and then left it in there still, and it looked like that strap. It was great.
I love that strap. I think it's cool.
I can only imagine the watch strap maker getting the order for that, going, what the what did they mean?
He actually had this pattern of and color scheme of hide on his page, and I looked at it and said that is the kind of strap that I need for my Longa and my Patek dress watch.
I like your style, Yiddish. Get it. Express yourself, man.
I love it. So you guys want to talk a little bit about watches and wonders?
Damn straight.
So first of all, we'll start with some general predictions off some websites. And you guys see what you think of these, and also, feel free to throw in what you're thinking of. This first one, a Submariner made out of titanium, which was my prediction last year, and it didn't come true. And I don't think it'll come true again this year. But what do you guys think about that possibility?
100% chance of it not happening.
Yeah.
So we're all kind of not happening on that. The GMT Master 2 green bezel for the 75th anniversary, and this would be in platinum, I believe. Yeah, platinum.
It's only the 70th anniversary, though.
70th. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I was hoping Teddy was wrong.
No. I was wrong. 70th.
I don't think they'll ever do a
100%
GMT in platinum.
Agreed.
Yeah.
So then we've got the Air King 36 millimeter. No. I've heard, if anything, they're going to discontinue the Air King.
Doesn't make sense. I don't think anymore.
Bring back the Milgauss, and this is an anniversary for the Milgauss as well.
Is that a red Milgauss? Is that
I
see there?
You know what? Finally, it is in fact a red Milgauss.
Yep.
No guilloche on that dial, though.
But it is a red-ish Milgauss.
Yep. So would they bring back the Milgauss 2 years after discontinuing it just because it's the anniversary, or would they wait another 5 years for the next anniversary to bring it back?
What anniversary number would it be this year?
I think, is it also the 70th?
I don't
or
know.
The
I asked
50th?
you.
I don't know. Let's see if
bring
it's
it
in the
back.
story.
I could see them.
I could see them
back
bringing
in
it
a
back.
different colorway. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't necessarily like or think that that's the colorway that they do. It's too silver dial OP for me.
Yeah.
With the double batons at 3, 6, and 9. But I could absolutely see them bringing back the Milgauss. I personally would hope that they bring back the Milgauss with a numbered bezel, like the earlier versions had, keeping the lightning hand. I kind of like the lightning second
hand.
They could do the mill graph, which would be a merger of the Milgauss and the Turnograph.
Turnograph,
Yeah.
Plus, they have to, take part in the competition between the Milgauss and the new Horology Flux Defy, or whatever they're calling it. I know they're afraid. They're afraid of that Horology.
Yeah.
He says, tongue in cheek.
Now, this would be sort of interesting. Date just Pearl Master, basically mother of pearl dial on a date just.
They had that.
Yeah, I don't know what the Pearl Master was.
Yeah,
Never heard of it.
The Pearl Master. The Pearl Master was another name for the Masterpiece collection. They would call that it had a different type of bracelet. That's the masterpiece bracelet that looks like railroad tracks. I'm going to look up one and share it on screen in a minute.
Okay.
But it makes absolutely no sense for it to be called the Pearl Master. They already have date justs with a mother of pearl dial. So I will say, who gives a crap?
And then another GMT Master 2 prediction. This one, the Coke in white gold.
So
this might very well happen.
I've been thinking it's going to happen for 2 years, so I'm going to be wrong probably for a third year. The only difference that I'm adding this year is I think they're going to make the Oyster Flex available for certain models of the precious metal GMT Master 2s.
Oh, that'd be interesting too. This is let's see. So we'll do that. And that's the Pearl Master that Nate was talking about.
So this is one of the Pearl Masters. The Pearl Master has this specific kind of bracelet. Again, it's a railroad track bracelet. It was uniquely a precious metal only. The Pearl Master was uniquely a precious metal watch. It's not just a watch that has a mother of pearl dial. The Pearl Master and the Masterpiece, again, had the same bracelet. There were some crazy ass versions of it. They had date versions of it. It's one that they had gem set dials. It's one where they had fully iced out bracelets that were, factory diamonds from Rolex, which is unique to have along an entire bracelet. So don't get why he's calling it the Pearl Master just because you stuck mother of pearl on the dial. Makes no sense to me. And this is the Pearl Master, and it ranged from, I think, 31 millimeters up to 39 in both yellow, rose, platinum, white gold, and Tridor. So
wow,
don't know what the heck he's talking about.
Yeah, I don't know why they would want to go with stainless steel on it. Like, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, and they do. They have stainless steel date justs with mother of pearl dial.
Yeah.
I bought one for my wife.
I came close to a 39 millimeter Pearl Master Tridor.
Oh, so I've seen one just the last couple of weeks. It's a beautiful watch. Depending on the dial and the gem set configuration, you can get some great stuff. In terms of that Coke and white gold, have they ever made a white gold Jubilee bracelet?
Oh,
the meteorite came with the Jubilee, didn't it?
No,
Oyster
only.
Closest they've done is a president bracelet.
Right. Yeah. They've never done Jubilee in white gold. It would be, I think it'd be very odd to do it.
Yeah, but they proved they could do a full precious Jubilee because they did the new one. But in yellow gold, you can do it in white gold.
Yeah, I just don't imagine that this is what they're going to come out with for that. And I mean, again, they've also done Jubilee solid precious metal bracelets for the Datejust 36 in the past too.
Here's my morbid take on this.
It's a morbid take.
I don't think that the Coke will come out until one of the two ladies or both of the ladies that make the Pepsi bezel pass away. They're going to make as many Pepsis as they can. And when they can't make any more, then they're going to switch to the Coke because they'll have no choice. But
you are conflating Rolex tech. There are no two ladies who make the Pepsi bezel.
There are. There are only two people that know how to make the Pepsi bezel. Yeah.
No,
the Pepsi bezel is made by two women.
The two ladies that work for Patek that make the cloisonné enamel dials, but
no.
I don't think there's two people that work
for Rolex, too, from what I've heard.
We've got next up is the Polar Dial Explorer 1, which has been a rumor for I don't know how many years.
Love that.
I like the look of it. It's not very readable, at least not that picture of it is. I'm sure.
Well, they should put the black around the indices like on the Explorer 2.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, Rolex makes the Daytona, so they don't give a shit about legibility.
And let me also say that I like this dial better the first time when it was called the Oyster Perpetual 36.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or the Oyster Perpetual 39.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, I don't think they ever made a 39 that had the 369 on it, but they've made tons of OP36s with it. I mean, the 369 on a three-hander with no date from Rolex is, I mean, they've been making it for like 30 years. They just never called it the Explorer.
Yeah.
So that's the last one from Teddy's website, but we've got more. We've got from Monochrome, and let's go down here. So this is their GMT Master guess on the anniversary edition would be with the blueberry,
the triple
which I kind of like. I kind of like this.
I do too.
Listen, I'm a registered member of GMT's Anonymous, and my addiction slips on a regular basis, this one might actually make me kiss ass to ADs again for a while.
Yeah, it gives me that Omega like summer blue vibes or whatever, like from a couple years ago. But I do like this.
By the way, if you register for GMT Anonymous, doesn't that defeat the purpose?
I use a fake name.
Okay.
Since when has Brian ever made sense?
Yeah, I go under Gen G.
Uh-huh.
There you go. So
He
Vimal's not a
smuggles
big
his
fan of
cocaine
this.
under my name too.
Yeah, Vimal's
There
not
you
a big fan of this. Ugly looking GMT. It's gross.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it either.
No,
Yeah.
I'm sure once we see it in real life, if it does exist, that
it'll look
that's
like
probably-
every other GMT.
Yeah,
They all
And
look slightly different. Don't
They
mind.
all look the same.
all the renders look terrible, and then you see him in real life, and like, oh, cool, I warm up to this, you know.
Yeah.
So,
Welcome in Bubba Hotep. He is here along with Tiger Tail and Nick Reed. How about, was that a caffeine-free Diet Coke? There you go. Take it.
Champagne and red?
No,
Is that
Brian's
what it
wearing it.
what if Rolex
There it
reads
is.
all these predictions, and they're like, we're just not going to do any of this because we want
Yeah.
everybody to be wrong.
There's another one here with a meteorite dial blueberry.
Take my money. I'll give a kidney too.
Honestly, this one does less than nothing for me. And I do like the Pepsi GMT with the meteorite dial, but this one does nothing. The meteorite fades into the blue, especially the light blue side, in a way that, you know, the meteorite Pepsi just stands out so much more, other than JJ's, which is garbage.
No.
I'd like to disqualify everything the counselor said just by the fact that he's got a bizarre fascination with Cartier. Thank you very much.
And of course, Monochrome's also predicting the Coke, which I think everybody's predicting.
With the black
Everybody
dial.
predicted it last year too, and it didn't happen. So,
And the year before.
and the year before.
And the
And the
year
year
before.
before that.
It's wishful thinking.
They did that with the Polar Explorer too.
Yeah,
Like a
that's
couple
true.
years.
Polar
Yep.
Explorers every year. So we've got 1908 stone dials, and I've seen this at a couple of places. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So those don't do much for me.
Maybe they could get a stone dial to match your watch strap.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
Require
So-
multiple stones.
I'm the contrarian so far. I actually like those 1908s.
But Mitch,
Well,
doesn't it look like every other stone dial dress watch that you can get on the market right now? Is there anything special about that compared to every other lapis and malachite dial watch?
It looks like all the stone dials they've got for the day dates too.
so this is one that I think could come true, and this is a titanium sea dweller.
Nope.
Nope, you don't think so?
No, I think that we've gotten the titanium Rolex for the next cycle, maybe in another year. You know, I think that the titanium 42 millimeter, again, the Yachtmaster is a 42 millimeter dive style, dive type watch in titanium. This is a 43 millimeter dive style, dive type watch that will also be in titanium. I think it just seems too similar to what they're already doing right now.
Yeah.
Those indices look vaguely familiar to me. Oh wait, same as on the GMT. Okay.
Yeah.
This watch, as you can make a functional argument for titanium for in the Rolex lineup, it would be the Deep Sea.
We've got
Yeah.
a super chat from Vimal, $2. If I am colorblind, will this look like a Pepsi GMT? Yeah, probably.
That's actually a decent joke.
What if they kind of like they did with the Le Mans? They did the deep sea and yellow gold. What if they did it in the white gold this year?
Sheesh.
We go back over.
But vice
Yes.
versa of the Le Mans.
Yeah.
I give that one a less than 0% chance.
Yep, probably. But
This is the less than zero chance.
The
The
37.
37 millimeter
millimeter
submariner.
sub.
Yeah, I just can't see this happening. I think they'd sell a ton of them if they did it, but I don't think they're going to do it.
I'll be contrarian on this one. I don't necessarily think that they will do it this year, but I can absolutely imagine them doing it within the next year or two. I mean, they do sell a fair, I mean, it's not the most popular, reference, but they do sell a fair bit of the mid-sized Yachtmasters.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So I could see them doing a 37 mil sub. I could see them doing the 37 mil sub in the two-tone.
Well, if they do a 37 sub, do you still think the Yachtmaster sales are gonna? I mean, like everybody would buy the sub, right?
That's a 30. I think that the mid-sized Yachtmaster is 35.
There's a 37
sure.
Yachtmaster
I think
too.
it's 37 Yachtmaster.
37. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, again, if they do it in steel only, then it doesn't cannibalize the two-tone 37 millimeter mid-sized Yachtmaster.
Yeah.
But personally, I think that they'd sell a heck of a lot more 37 mil subs in steel and 37 mil two-tone subs than they would of the mid-sized Yachtmasters.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that's the watch.
It's too small for me, but it's great.
37 number just makes me sad.
Myself.
Because it's not big.
Because it's like 9 millimeters smaller than your Planet Ocean.
Yeah.
Most of Mark's watches are 37 millimeters thick.
Yeah.
I think a deep sea of titanium would make sense because having owned the Cameron, that's one big honking piece of steel.
Yeah.
Well, isn't the deep sea challenge in titanium?
Yeah. I think it is.
I think it is. Yeah.
It better be.
Yeah.
And it's
true.
It's also in full gold. That was
that's just the regular deep sea. The deep sea challenge is like the one that's
that's right. That's the one that's 50 millimeters and something.
Yeah.
See, there you go, Mark. There's a watch for you.
There it is.
There it is. Again, Time and Tide talking about the 70th anniversary of the GMT Master 2. It's a lot of their predictions deal with that. You've got, of course, the looks. It's hard for me to tell. I think this is another prediction of a Coke meteorite.
The open case back on that is giving me such Tudor open case back Black Bay vibes.
Yeah.
In terms of, yes, please let us see a very robust, very technologically strong, hideously ugly movement.
that saves them a bunch of money because they don't have to make that solid case back in that gold in the precious.
You think that if they didn't put a solid case back on that, they wouldn't be able to charge another $2,000, and they wouldn't sell every single one within 45 minutes.
And then you've got a precious metal with the I guess a Sprite bezel.
Love it.
I kind of like that too.
Well, see,
and at least it's not the stupid backwards way.
Hey, all right,
Yep.
that's it.
Wait a second.
Come on.
I object. Wait, no, I resemble that.
Both southpaws of the world unite.
Let's see. So this is kind of interesting. If you're going to do something with the 1908, do a perpetual.
Yeah,
why not?
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely a callback to their history for sure.
Well, they never did a perpetual. They did a triple.
They did a triple date though.
Yeah, triple calendar, and it was not a chronograph, I don't think.
I'm not sure.
$5 super chat from Cloud Ken. Mark, thoughts on natural disasters in the, is that Hall of Fame?
Yeah,
Right.
this is a wrestling question.
Ah, okay. Personally, I think the team
A
had a
professional
short.
wrestling question from
So,
Ken.
well, let's answer it. Tell me what you think.
Oh, I don't think that the natural disasters are quite Hall of Fame worthy. They were fun back in the day, but I don't know that they had quite the run to be Hall of Famers.
So there you go. I did not keep up with the natural disasters in my watching wrestling days.
I'm stuck at Bruno Sammartino versus Gorilla Monsoon.
Bruno Sammartino is a Pittsburgh guy. He was the special guest referee at one of my taekwondo tournaments when I was like 13 years old.
Wow. That's cool.
Here, I have a prediction.
Yeah.
In my book, the JLC new introductions are going to be slightly more interesting to me than that Hall of Fame wrestling comment question topic.
Brian. Brian.
Yeah, and you know, I think you're JLC because I couldn't find anybody predicting JLC. So
no,
there you go.
Yeah, speaking of JLC, remember, what was it, last year or the year before, where their big release was the reverso skeleton chronograph that everybody was fawning over. I mean, a beautiful, absolutely beautiful watch. I finally saw it hit the 40% off retail for pretty much brand new today, and it's so depressing because it's such a amazing watch from such a historic brand, and they just cannot find a way to stop tripping over their own you-know-what.
And you've never seen one in the wild, or actually one that has been purchased either.
I've seen it in the wild, basically, meaning I've tried one on in a boutique, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Does anybody on the panel think that they're gonna produce like a new complication this year? I don't.
Rolex?
Yeah. I mean, so we're talking about the perpetual, which would be a new complication to Rolex. I think it's highly unlikely that they won't produce a complication, and if they did, that it would be from maybe the Bucherer movement cache that they have.
That's what I was going to say. I mean, they've got all kinds of complicated movements from Bucherer that they were so kind to shut down, but they still have the technology, so they could. But I think it's too soon because this thing would take at least 2 to 3 years to develop. I would think.
I would say
maybe 5 years. Yeah. So
they've already got it with Bucherer.
Rolex has been just recasing shit after shit for the past couple years, like just flip it over, and then case it up and call it a day.
Put a Rolex rotor on it and you got it.
Yeah. or just change the dial color, the bezel color, and call it a day.
I mean,
I can't.
They become such a behemoth, being super conservative, and they can generate a ton of buzz by changing a dial color, like Blake said, or a case size. Why bother doing a complication?
The only reason I think they seriously want to go into complications is they see the amount of excitement that AP gets out of their perpetual calendar stuff, and they would start eating into Patek's sweet spot.
But then, Rolex has that heritage and tradition of being like incredibly reliable, robust, like producing robust watches. And I mean, I don't know. I don't own a perpetual, but I wouldn't think that they're very robust or reliable.
Bucherer had every movement possible.
Well, yeah, Bucherer did, but again, like I don't know enough. I don't know if there's enough data out there to say, hey, this perpetual movement's reliable.
Yeah, no, and Brian, my only concern with what you just said is I could absolutely see the desire to go and try to eat Patek's lunch or eat AP's lunch in the complication world, but the only AP that is a complication that is their hot watch is in their integrated steel, their integrated sports watch.
Yeah.
Integrated bracelet sports watch. What Rolex model do you stick a complication in that is already popular, like a Royal Oak is popular, and then just add a perpetual calendar to it. You put it in the Daytona case? Do you?
No.
I mean, you can't put it in a Submariner case.
You put it in the day date. Yeah.
I don't know if the day date holds. You know,
can make it bigger. Just expand the case so that you can run a complication.
They can just take out the big 42. They can take out the big plastic spacer.
I've opened my day date. There is no big plastic spacer. How dare you, sir?
So my left field prediction is they're gonna do a redesign of the Midas. They're gonna bring it back.
Oh,
well, that would be an integrated bracelet watch, wouldn't it? Uh-oh.
From a branding perspective, they would be better off if they were going to do a complication to put it in the 1908 because it's a blank slate.
Yeah, that's absolutely correct. Rolex 2 vanilla for complications, says our man Mark. $2 super chat. Thank you, Mark. We appreciate it.
And he's in the race. 1908. I just saw the first platinum Guilloche 1908 on the secondary market show up today.
Really?
I have not seen actual photos of the watch other than press photos and renderings until today. Looks beautiful. It is not a $65,000 watch.
That's what
trying to get for it.
Oh, okay. That's what I was going to say. What did it list for?
33.
Listed for 33.
I mean, no, it's I think the list price on it is in the low 30s.
Oh, I got you.
And somebody was asking 65 for it today.
Got. Okay.
And I think in all seriousness, for the 1908, the next thing is a date. It's just a simple date function, and I don't think they'll jump to anything dramatic. Although I could be,
6 o'clock date.
They could put the date on the back.
There you go.
Or just do a big date.
What is it? A Moser?
Yeah.
So, talk here about the stone dial for the Oyster Perpetuals. So, not talking about the 1908 stone dials, but doing that on the OPs instead.
No.
No.
I don't see that happening.
Not that they don't look beautiful, but they've reserved stone and exotic dials for the highest of the high end.
Yeah.
Your day dates, your precious metal GMT with the meteorite. I do not see them going and putting, sort of taking the stone dial and taking it down market like that. I just don't see
Yeah. They could
so far all these predictions suck.
Yeah. They could do some stupid ass dial colors though on the OP like they've done before.
Yeah, and I thought they were going to back off of those, especially since the big rumor is that they're going to discontinue the celebration dial and probably discontinue some of the other highly color OP dials too. So we'll see. $2 from the Ghost of Yiddish Gambino. Enough talk about Rolex. Okay. We can do that in a minute.
What other brand do we talk about?
Well, we're going to talk about Tudor in a minute. So,
okay.
Rolex Light.
Tudor is boring to me too.
And then I'm going to give you my crazy prediction for one of my favorite brands too.
Go for it.
But before we do all of that, again, we've got a mega unboxing, and we need lots more upvotes to get to it.
Damn
right
straight.
Now, we have 34 upvotes, and we have 70 of you watching. So we ought to at least be able to get up to 50 upvotes in the next 5 minutes or so.
This is definitely a 50 upvote minimum unbox, I would say.
So let's get up to 50 upvotes. We also want to remind you that we will be racing tonight. And so if you want to get in the race, you can do just like the Ghost of Yiddish Gambino did and throw in a super chat to us. Excuse me. You can join the channel and become a member. That would also get you into the WhatsApp group. where you can talk to us 24/7. You can gift memberships. So if you want to do a gift membership to somebody who doesn't have one now, that will get you into the race. And we'll pick a couple of folks who have been active in the chat at the end to get free admission. All right. So
if we don't get the 50 upvotes in 5 minutes, I'm going to start singing the greatest hits of Bette Midler.
Oh God.
Oh boy.
Wouldn't that be the greatest hit?
Boogie Woogie Bugle Boys accompany me. Hi, Brian.
Can you start with From a Distance?
No, I have to be close to the microphone for you to hear me.
Or The Rose? You could start with The Rose too.
Yeah.
I want to hear some Wind Beneath My Wings for sure.
See, there are many hits.
Yeah, there you go.
Many hits, yeah.
4.5 minutes.
And we've got a super chat from AB. Here's a super chat to get closers to seeing Gambino's newest Cartier. There you go.
By the way, we're already at 40. We're already at 45.
Let's go. At least 50.
Let's go work.
50.
We need 50.
$20 super chat, and I'll shut down this disaster. No, you won't, because I have keys too. Yeah.
My prediction for Tudor is that they're going to come out with some other color Black Bay and put a 5-link bracelet on it and the new Metas Master Chronometer certification.
Yeah.
One color a year.
Hot Watcher upvoted and ready for an unboxing. Thank you, Hot Watcher. We appreciate it. You're also in the race. And look at who joined the channel. Time Panda is our latest member, Mr. Philip Hurst. So congratulations. Welcome to the channel. You're not only in the race tonight, but talk to JJ, and he will get you access to the WhatsApp group. Very nice.
Pretty cool. So I love hanging out and chatting with you guys, and anytime I can help you guys out with anything, I can. And you guys are pretty freaking knowledgeable, so I'm learning a buttload from you guys as well. So appreciate it.
Wait until you join the WhatsApp. You're going to learn about how elephant feet make good umbrella stands. And
yeah,
that's so cool. I'm all about it, boys and girls. Let's go.
All the things that Bubba has hiding in his cabinet of curiosities.
Yeah, by the way, he apparently wants one of my feet.
Yeah,
I saw that.
I think that's perfect. So it's just a donation. You'll get over it.
Yeah,
it's messed up.
Hop along, Gambino.
He's reading a book on taxidermy now, so watch out.
Look, as a diabetic, one of my feet is bound to fall off eventually.
Yeah, you and me both, man. I'm just waiting. So Tudor predictions, and this is the prediction that I actually think they might do. Not 100%. The gold one. The gold one, this was the special one that was for Only Watch in 2023. But this is a Prince chronograph, and for this Only Watch, they developed a brand new movement just for this watch. So the movement's been sitting around now for 2 years. And so what do? You bring back the Prince chronograph with that new movement. Yeah, I think there's a really good possibility this will happen.
Yeah, I think so too.
See that happening. Yeah, that looks really good and sleek.
Yes, the new movement is called the Malju 7753.
That's terrible.
They could do it in flamingo pink.
There you go.
I hope not. I really like this watch. I like everything about the way this looks. I think that it's got both the vintage vibe and it's a good callback, and I like the concept of the ceramic bezel on it. I think it's an absolute winner of a piece.
Pricing,
as long as they don't put the stupid rivets on the bracelet.
Yeah. I wonder though if they would do the ceramic bezel, or would they do it in aluminum?
It's a good question.
They have to do something modern with it.
Yeah,
I mean, it's got a brand new movement and everything else.
As long as they don't price it at $10,000.
No,
9,000.
No, I think Tudor really. I mean, despite the huge drop off in sales in 2024. they really have a good sort of, market price range that seems to be making sense for them. That if you think about it, they're in that $2,500 to $6,000 price range with every kind of watch, other than really dress watches. The 1926 we'll just pretend doesn't exist, like everybody else does.
Yeah.
But I absolutely can see something like this, being a great vibe for that price point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one more upvote. I'm warming up.
So this is a Tudor's Formula One watch with a white ceramic case. I kind of like the looks of this, actually. Apparently, nobody else does.
That makes one of you, sir.
I don't dislike it, but I just don't see like where they got this prediction from. Like,
I mean, it's not like I'm going to buy it, but I like the look of it. Sure.
Yeah.
Where did they get any of the predictions from? Directly from the rectum.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, some of them
other than the big block.
Some of them make sense though. Like, let's be real.
So
we've got
the Black Bay GMT with a blue bezel.
Love this.
The gilt Cookie Monster.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Absolutely love everything about this. Doing the blue bezel with the gilt inside for the numbers. That's just I think that this is just a beautiful looking watch.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, if Rolex does indeed come out with a blueberry GMT, I doubt Tudor would do this.
No, they won't.
But if Rolex does not, then that certainly would increase the chances that Tudor might do something like this. I mean, I could see some different colors on there's also been talk of them coming out with a green bezel and maybe green dial GMT. So
I think they would do it like this. Because they did the Coke-ish version.
Right, last year.
Their GMT, with the gilt. And that was the difference, is that it was gilt.
Yeah. By the way, my prediction is a collab for complications with Rolex. By the way, is a collaboration between Rolex and Frank Mueller for something involving Coke.
Oh Lord,
that's not as bad. Hey, my prediction for Rolex was, now that they've got Leonardo DiCaprio, they were going to design a watch that at 25 years old you throw it away.
Hey,
they got to design something for his 18-year-old girlfriend.
Oh, good. So the other prediction, of course, is, and this isn't a new watch, but the prediction is expanding the line as far as METAS certification. So METAS movements in more of their watches. And I think that's an easy prediction. They've done that the last 2 years. I wouldn't see why they wouldn't do it again this year.
And by the way, the fact that they're doing these METAS certified watches at a price point that's significantly lower than Omega's similarly METAS certified dive watch, is really impressive. And again, they undercut Omega at every single, on every single piece at every single price point, just by a little bit, to keep themselves separated. So
maybe
I can see
they
them
come out with
all of them.
Maybe they come out with a complete calendar dress watch.
Hey, you mean what's their dress watch called again?
The
1926 or the Royale.
There you go.
The FXD.
Nah.
The FXD. An FXD perpetual calendar. Yes, sir.
Brian, you joke with that, but I could actually see them doing something with the Tudor Royal in terms of making it a triple calendar. I mean, it's already a day and date watch. I happen to be the one person that's seemingly the one person that's a huge fan of the Royal. Not a big fan of the engine turn bezel, but it is a really great, dressy sport watch or sporty dress watch, whichever way you want to go with it. It is a tremendously well built, integrated steel bracelet sports watch or watch.
Yeah.
And
we want to thank.
It's $2,600.
Yeah.
If
Want to thank
it only
Philip Hurst.
If
Oh,
it only
sorry.
sold in other places besides Asia.
We
True.
want to thank Philip Hurst Media, i.e. Time Panda, for stopping by this evening. Thank you, sir. We appreciate it. We'll see you again next week.
Take it
Thank
easy.
you guys. Y'all have a great night.
Have
Enjoy the
fun,
rest of the
buddy.
show.
And thank you again for becoming a new member.
Absolutely, guys. Love y'all. Take care.
All right.
God bless.
So yeah.
Easy.
All right, Brian, it's time to get the pipes warmed up because we're stuck at 49.
Me.
Well, all I can say is, some say love. It is a river.
Oh, we're literally losing upvotes now.
Oh, my God.
We're down to 48.
Now,
no.
76 people watching. We've got 49 upvotes. Let's at least get it to 50. Let's try. Oh, and we just got 50. There you go.
The drown.
Redemptions.
Oh.
Redemptions.
Let's try. Let's keep it going up, though, because we're going to talk about this last Tudor, and then we're going to get into a mega unboxing. So the last Tudor we're going to talk about this evening is this prediction. I can't see Rolex letting this happen.
Nope.
I know they're two separate brands, but this would take too much shine off of the Polar Explorer 2. But it's a prediction for a Polar GMT from Tudor. I don't think it'll happen.
100% agree with you on that, Robert. I mean, again, it is a Polar Explorer for half the price.
Yeah.
Yep.
And honestly, the only thing I want to see any yellow on a Tudor is when they bring back the North flag.
That would be, and that was a rumor early on, and I haven't heard that a lot since early on. I haven't heard it in the last few weeks of people talking about trying to bring back the North flag. I think it would be a cool watch to bring back, tell you the truth.
It was their first in-house movement. I think it's been discontinued now 5 years, and it might be the 15-year anniversary of the watch.
Yeah.
Had an exhibition case back, had that goofy power reserve, but it was just kind of quirky, cool looking.
Yeah. Van Lux, I had 279. I downvoted after that. Uh-oh.
And paid.
And paid for it. I'd like to report we're at 51 upvotes right now, so my singing brought it up.
That's true. Van Lux would have paid his $279 in American money, but for the singing. Instead, he gave us Canadian.
So we're going to get you into the position, Mr. Nate, and get on with this mega unboxing.
So I have been.
Let me do the proper introduction.
Yes, Go ahead, Brian.
And now it's time for a mega unboxing.
Let's get ready to unbox.
That's right.
Let's get ready to mumble.
We need to make a little video slide for all of our unboxings.
Oh, God, as long as it's not that damn boxing gift that we had or whatever. So I have been consolidating the collection, notwithstanding evidence to the contrary.
Liar.
There are 9 watches that are no longer in my collection.
Your Honor, I would like to.
Maury says that the tests show that that's a lie. No, it actually is true. I have sold nine watches in the last month and a half since I started doing the Great Purge of 2025.
And you bought 17 in the same time frame.
I did not buy 17. There have been very few. There have been 2 that have been added to the collection. So 9 out, 2 in. There have been other ones that have been purchased, but specifically for resale. This is a watch that I have been looking at in various different forms for a long while, as I try to sort of round out the top end of my collection. One of the watches I sold was my Patek 5524 Pilot Travel Time, which was a watch that had been my Grail watch for years. and it was one of the watches that moved on. And I wanted to find something that was sort of in that category or above, to the extent that we're going to use those kinds of terms. So this is the box. I show it to you from the side to make it as nondescript as possible. I then turn it this way to see whether or not that helps.
Oh,
No.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Woo! My goodness.
It's a Patek Philippe.
It is a Patek Philippe Time Panda. So it came with all of the things that you would expect one of Nathaniel's steals from the internet to come with. So it went through its authentication. Came with this really nice, inner box and a leather pouch with some papers in it, signed by a pudgy middle-aged guy who says that people aren't necessarily real fans of the brand if they don't like the pucitus.
Please, cubby tits.
Let the record reflect that I may very well be not winding up with that, getting one of those later this year, maybe. So it comes in the wonderful microfiber wrapped box,
which is a pain in the ass to get it correctly lined up again. But
it is a pain in the ass to get it correctly lined up. It still has the stickers on the box, which I will peel off, because I think that keeping them on is ridiculous.
No, that's box stickers.
Who cares?
It's quadruple boxed.
It's quadruple boxed.
It's triple stickered.
I don't know how many people saw the sneak peek that I posted in the WhatsApp group. Another benefit of the WhatsApp group is you get all the fun pictures.
This would be the one to drop, though.
This is not the one to drop. This is the Patek Philippe 5905 annual calendar chronograph 5905.
Right.
As you can see, as Tim Massa would say, the top of Wesselton diamond located on the bottom of the case.
What's the wrist circumference it appropriately fits?
It fits at least a 16 centimeter circumference wrist, according to my friend Tim. I watched it several times just to confirm.
Mark is wondering if it fits any limp-wristed bastards as well.
Tiny-wristed rat bastards.
It does. It even came with the platinum pusher.
Yep.
Nice.
Because you have to have the correct metal on metal.
Bill D, we did say mega, and this is mega.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Thank you for the super chat, Bill D. We appreciate it.
So I really like the black dial on this one. I owned a 5205 annual calendar previously, which I think I may have very well unboxed on the show when I got it about a year and a half ago or thereabouts. I know I've worn it before. I did move that piece along, just like JJ did with his. At 39.5 mil, it was just a little bit too small as a dress watch. It does have a really wide bezel. This one, on the other hand, is a 42 mil.
Looks good.
Just an absolute stunner of a watch. Everything about it is exactly what I like in a Patek Philippe complication watch.
Wow.
I really like the scalloped lugs, which I will not drop this watch. Again, I say I will not drop this watch.
You're flirting with it.
I'm flirting with dropping it.
2 hands on the watch, please. 2 hands on the watch.
2 hands on the watch. It's since it's one of their more complicated pieces, there's a lot of really nice hand finishing on the movement. Just really nice movement. And because it's a column wheel vertical clutch chronograph, You can leave the chronograph running 24/7 without it causing any negative ramifications on the movement. And since it is a dead dial watch, which is something I don't like, it has no running seconds. I use the chronograph as the running seconds hands for this, and it's got the triple aperture annual calendar on there, and also has down at the 6 o'clock a little indicator when you should and should not be using the pushers to make adjustments.
Oh,
So
interesting.
It's got a danger.
This was something I've been danger zone, danger Will Robinson. It's again a watch that I had been looking at, sort of, round out the top end of my collection. And if you told me today I was never going to buy another watch again, after I brutally murdered you for making such a horrible statement, I think I could be done with my collection at this point. This sort of, I don't know what else I really want at this point.
Nate,
This
Terry-
sort of finishes it.
Nate,
Terry
you're-
Stern's proud of you, bro.
So tonight was a double Patek night, and let the record reflect that the other of this exact strap is 22 millimeters and fits this watch.
Hey, there you go.
So you may in fact see the clown strap.
You have to wear both of them at the same time.
Just do
God.
just
on
do
each
one.
wrist,
Just do
because-
one half of the multicolored on each one.
Cause problems with the space-time continuum.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, it's a really nice strap too. It hadn't been worn. It's from 2019. This particular reference, which is the 010 version, was only made for a relatively short period of time while this was out. I don't believe that the platinum is even still in the catalog right now. In great shape. Found it for an excellent price from a very significant and well-known eBay watch dealer. One of those things where you see it and it's 15 to 20% less than you've seen, or 15% less than you've ever seen it before. So you knock another 10 to 15% off that and see what happens in terms of an offer.
Wow.
And then you wind up with a watch.
Did the watch say Konnichiwa when it met you first?
The watch did not say Konnichiwa. It said the Mandarin version thereof.
Ah,
So you had to pay tariffs on it?
No, I did not, because this watch dealer has is large enough that they have a location in the United States.
oh,
So they shipped it from themselves to themselves. So no tariff on the pre-owned good being transferred between branch locations. And then it started from their local location is I think in Philadelphia, and then went to Dayton, Ohio for the authentication process, and then to my house.
So you
Man,
got it
that's
from
great.
AliExpress then?
That's exactly correct.
Exactly.
Exactly. If you look very closely, it does say Patek Philippe.
But it's an authentic one.
That's true. The
True.
genuine fake.
An authentic pretend Philippe.
I highly recommend that anybody that can at some point, and chooses to spend the money on a ridiculously overpriced watch, try to wear something in platinum at least once in your life. It is a unique experience, even compared to other precious metals. I'm very lucky to have this one in my Grand Longa in platinum, and I think a couple more that haven't made their way out of the collection yet, but are on their way out of the collection, including some of the Cartier.
Oh my God.
breaking news!
Breaking
That
news.
is
Breaking news! Cartier pre-owned market dumps.
That's
Yeah.
a bald-faced lie, too, Your Honor.
Nope. There are some Cartier that are moving on to other homes. But again, between this, my day date, the Cartier Santos rose gold on the bracelet, my Longa.
He didn't mean it, Shadow. He's keeping the Cartier.
It really, I mean, I can now basically put together what I would consider like sort of a 6-piece Grail collection that if I was done, I would be happily done.
Yeah, you're done, Nate, by the way.
Yes, I am in fact done. But hold on a second. Let me go just double check on the offers that I have pending on eBay. By the way, none for watches, and allow me to, since I knew that Jen would be on tonight, allow me to say with all affection and love, fuck you, Jen, for making me spend money today.
I know exactly what you bought.
Oh no!
And my roommate and I had a good laugh about it. I said, "Guess what? This guy that's in my watch group." I was like, "I like to just like slip him messages every now and then, just like slide a picture in there of another watch or an accessory or something of, oh, I think you might want to buy
posted
this."
That in the main group.
I know, because I wanted to make sure you got it.
And I sniped that fucker with a minute and a half left.
I saw the price and I was like, "Holy crap!"
I can't wait to get it.
So,
I will unbox that when it arrives. Thank you for spending $327 of my money not on a Harlequin strap.
You're welcome. I tried to spend more. Remember, I sent you the VC also.
Yeah, that's not happening. As I often said, I am writing the autobiography of my life, and as a result of friends like you, it will end at chapter 11.
Yes. Well, we want to thank everybody. We got a race coming up. We're going to give you 2 minutes. 2 minutes to get ready to race. Go ahead, Jen. Yes.
Can we take a look at Hajime Asioka?
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry.
They released it this morning, I think, is when I saw it.
Let me get to it real quick. Let's see. Let me just share it there. That's the one, right?
Yep. That is the new Hajime watch. Mother of pearl dial and track. He should have some side. If you scroll down, you can see some of the side view of it as well. So they just released some Chrono Tokyo stuff as well too.
Is this the side view?
Yeah, that is the side view.
What is it?
It's a watch. What do you think it is?
It looks small.
Goofball. Yes. It's for tiny wristed rat bastards.
Oh, hello? Somebody talking to me?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
That could include me too.
Okay, so we've got the one dial with the dot. That's the hour. Then the hand is the minute. No running seconds, I'm assuming.
No, I don't believe so.
What's the chapter or verse that's at 4:00? I can't read it.
It's called the, if you pick the other picture that I showed you, it should say
what the
Mentra
attacked.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it says down there in the between the 3:30 and 4:30.
Okay.
I just thought it was kind of a little different than what he normally does. Like if you look at the Chrono Tokyo stuff, he does your normal chronographs, 3-handers, and this was kind of a little different than what he normally does because
just showing some of his other stuff.
Super clean watches. And
what's the dial of this one made out of? It almost looks like a black mother of pearl.
I think so. I think that's what it is.
You see, I'll get back to it here.
Yeah. It's got the dial, and then the minute ring is black mother of pearl too.
If I'm not mistaken, montre à tact refers to watches where you can use touch to tell the time.
Oh.
And so my guess is
Oh,
watch has no crystals.
yeah.
No crystal.
Yeah. I thought I heard about that. Yeah.
How can we go from a platinum Patek, which is beautiful, to what the hell is this?
Oh, stop it.
I look down for 30 seconds and it's like, oh God.
I mean, I
I'm
can
dying.
absolutely see the interest in this. I mean, this is pretty darn cool, especially if what you just indicated in terms of that this is a tactile, that this is for people to be able to tell the time by touch rather than necessarily by looking at it.
Breguet.
Braille gay. It's a Braille gay.
Thomas.
Thomas is going straight to hell. I'll leave the door open for you, sir. Well done. Done.
About 10 years ago, somebody released, it was a micro brand or whatever, a watch where it was deliberately meant for blind people, and you told the time by feeling the position of two ball bearings.
Yeah, I've seen that watch in person, as a matter of fact. Yeah.
You had to feel the balls.
That's correct.
Hey, boys.
And here's Mr. GMT.
Hey, boys.
Come and get it.
It kind of defeats the purpose of having a Braille watch. It's like having a Braille Playboy or something, like similarly.
Oh, no, they made those in scratch and sniff, so it worked.
I was gonna say, I remember my roommate in college had a scratch and sniff magazine centerfold.
Oh,
We've
God.
We've got a $2 super chat from our man Brian the Pipe. You want to go ahead and sing your super chat, Brian?
Oh no, you have to say it.
You are the wind beneath my wings. Thank you very much.
I'm gonna.
Thank you very
And
much.
all of a sudden, we're down below 50 super 50.
Yeah, we got one upvote now.
Hey. So that's could be our last race entry. Anybody else wants to get in the race? You've got about 30 seconds to do it, and then we're going to go a racing. If our man in the back room, Ollie, is ready to do the race, I think he is.
If Thomas Broadbent is not in the race, I would ask that he be named our freebie just for the Braille gay comment, the Braille gay comment.
There you go.
Oh.
So we'll put Mr. Thomas Broadbent in. Anybody else have some ideas about who should go in?
Nerd with Swag has been here since the start, so he's watched the entire stream, so he seems like he's deserving of it.
All right.
Yeah, but he downvoted 4 times for my singing. So
no, that was me.
So you're saying the only upvote we have left is JJ's mother?
That's right. So let's I don't even know what we're racing tonight. What are we racing tonight? Ali in the background. It's a spin. Interesting. We haven't done that. All right.
Really?
Well,
is it going to be
spin the wheel?
Seconds of spinning?
Let's spin the wheel and see who's the winner this evening. Here we go. Round and round. Where she stops, nobody knows. And the Hot Watcher is our winner this evening. What do you know? Wow. Congratulations, man. Congratulations, Hot Watcher. We're glad that you are our winner this evening. That was nice and quick.
Yeah, it doesn't have as much adrenaline as the races.
I couldn't say, and down the stretch they come.
But congratulations, Hot Watcher. You are in, or will be in, the monthly race for fabulous prizes, or some kind of prize, and we'll get you in the monthly race coming up. Oh gosh, it'll probably be this weekend, right? Because end of the month is almost upon us.
Yes.
Yeah, they're doing a overnight stream. So I wouldn't see
overnight stream Monday into Tuesday. We'll be back again next Tuesday. I won't be here, but I think Mark is hosting. Are you hosting, Mark? Mark is hosting next Tuesday. So
good luck, Robert.
There you go. Yes. Thank you very much. I will be getting a little heart tweak next Tuesday. So Mark's going to step in. Everybody else is going to be here. We'll have unboxings. We'll talk about the new Rolex releases, the new Tudor releases, the new everything else releases. And real quick, my prediction for Tag Heuer, because of the new signs at the F1 races, I think we're going to see a return of the plastic F1. There you go. May not be a Watches and Wonders, but it's going to happen before the end of the year. So with that, you guys have a great time. We appreciate you joining us tonight. We want to thank Mr. Time Panda Watches. We want to thank Brian and Blake and Jen and Mark and Nate and Mitch, all for being here. We'll see you again later this week. Bye, everybody.
Congrats, Nate.
Hey, guys. Look what I can do. I know it's all fun, but I just can't do things. Hey, Archie, I'm leaving you tomorrow. I'm kind of getting tired of all the names like from Jimmy calling me. So I'm kind of saying, check out, motherfuckers. Mike the Snake, I'm leaving. I'm leaving this stream tomorrow. Check out, motherfuckers.